All right. Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on? It is D Dunn. I am the average gaming dad. All right, we got the bald head cam. We got, let me just make sure that we are indeed live. We are. Fantastic. All right. So here we go. We got the last four games of the 2026 New York Football Giants season. Will we make the playoff? Maybe, somehow, some way. Uh, and it all comes down to, maybe not all comes down to, but a lot of it comes down to, of course, obviously, these last few games. That's not what I want to look at. A lot of it comes down to this next game. It's in division where we play the Cowboys. We dethroned the Eagles a little bit, put them back in their place. Solid game. Obviously, we're on a roll, right? And then we have to face off against the Cowboys. They are an equally rated team, and the last time we played them, we beat the crap out of them. But, oh, I thought we had played them other than that. So this could be a revenge game for them. Then, of course, we have the Commanders and the Jags. So two, should be winnable games there. But we'll see. And then, we'll also see if our rookie sensation at running back, Holly, is going to win Rookie of the Year, best running back of the year, maybe. He's been electric. As you see there, 23 rushes for 254 yards, 3 rushing TDs. He did have 1 fumble, and then 4 receptions for 25 yards and a receiving TD. Disgusting. So he's been amazing. Our 5th round pick, who we found out was a superstar X Factor. Pretty crazy. All right, so we have a storyline here. Let's see what we got. We need to shift our focus to the Cowboys. What did we learn through film study? Their offense has an advantage against our defense overall. Let's go talk to the defense about it. Okay. So they're of course alluding to the offense is higher rated than our defense. All right, head coach Jeff Saturday. Let's talk about the Cowboys. In film study this morning, we talked about how their offense could cause problems. What's the plan to deal with that? Our linebackers, defensive ends, DBs, D tackles. I'm going to go with our D tackles need to tackle better because we only have one on the field at a time, so that will have the least impact possible. So, Sexy Dexy gets +5 boost to tackle and -5 to block shedding. Okay. I do like the idea of Madden shifting a focus into storylines and helping the game feel more in depth, progressing characters maybe in a certain way. But let's just be honest, it was not implemented well. It does not track with how people actually see NFL games. Like, it could be like, oh, I had a receiver, have 200 receiving yards in a game, but at the challenges they had to get 2 touchdowns. They only got 1, and it'll be like, man, we really suck today. It's like, no, absolutely not. So, anyway, neither here nor there. We do also have over 30 staff points, so that means I think we can invest our last point. Oh, did we max that out? Okay. All right. So are we maxed out here? Almost. What about offensive development? So these are now locked. What do we got here? Quarterbacks in training, running backs in training. How about some defensive development? We can go defensive tackles and defensive ends or linebackers. I feel like in the future we're going to have some younger linebackers coming in. We're already working on a substitute for Okereke because he did not re-sign with us. We still, of course, can try and re-sign him in free agency, but outside linebacker, middle linebacker, running a 3-4. We have 4 linebacker spots that we may need to fill on a year-to-year basis. So let's invest some points into these areas. There we go. All right, so we'll hop into our weekly strategy, get our drills out of the way, and see how we do. So, of course, we're always going to go. This feels almost like a cheat code because I just feel like the game plays a lot better when you do this. But I do contain the QB scramble and blitz counter. I just feel like we get much better real life play out of our teams. I don't feel so hindered. All right, so it's been about a week, I think, since I posted. Could be a little rusty, but we will see.
Ready.
All right. But I'm excited. The team, of course, what is that route? Not from him, from R1. That was just not the route he was supposed to run. But anyway, I'm excited to finish this year. It's been a really weird season. We started off like 1-6, and then we went on that huge, and currently still on that huge winning streak. So I don't know. Maybe we make the playoffs again. Last year we made the playoffs, so it shouldn't be shocking if we make the playoffs again with a better team. However, we got absolutely obliterated last year in the first round by the Cowboys. Now, if we would beat them 2 times in a row and then, face them in the wild card round, that would give us some confidence. Vieira coming in. Happy Tuesday. Hope all is well. All is very well. Thank you so much, as always, for stopping by. I appreciate you. How is your Tuesday going? All right, so we get a silver medal here. 500 XP, I think it is, for Hutchinson. I feel like that was the biggest instigator to our team's overall performance. And that really has nothing to do with sliders, really. Because I didn't adjust. It actually did adjust QB accuracy down. But I think it's just a combination of taking the play calling away from the coordinators. So as the head coach, myself, making the play calls, giving Hutchinson the freedom to make audibles at the line, our ability to run the ball and limit turnovers, it's just been night and day how good this team has been. All good, says Vieira. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good. Took the weekend off. It was my wife's birthday last week, and then her mom and her best friend flew in from California for her birthday. So we were, entertaining and just, having company for the weekend. So Didn't get a lot of time for gaming and not live streaming, of course. So we'll hopefully get quite a few. Would like to get some more streams in this weekend, but in case you were wondering why I was absent this weekend, that's where I was. But we're back on. We're gaming, having a good time. I'm hoping I'm able to get through all 3 games tonight in this final season, and then it'll either be playoffs and off season in the next episode, or I guess it'll be playoff. It'll either be just off season or playoffs, and then maybe the off season. But really excited to hop on some Warzone this weekend. We only have 2 more weeks until the Black Ops why can I not say that word? Integration. Wow, I'm having a massive language brain fart right now. Integration. The Black Ops 6 integration into Warzone. And so a lot of people are on Black Ops 6 right now. The servers are probably the worst they've ever been right now for Warzone, but I've had some pretty juicy lobbies, so I'll be excited to hop on, get some Warzone in this weekend. Thank you for the comment. You're very welcome, sir. It's awesome to see you posting some videos. That was like one of the best kill cams I think I've ever seen. Like the direct impact grenade kill. That was so good. How are you feeling about Black Ops 6 so far? Are you enjoying it? Is it good? Great? Just okay? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Oh, that was your first game? Nice. It's playable? Okay. I guess that's better than unplayable. I have high hopes for this year's Warzone. I hope the map is good. Apparently, we're going to have Verdansk back. Hopefully with some edits. But yeah, I'm excited. The new movement system, aim assist nerf, which I think is actually needed. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it plays. There we go. Already bronze. Potential cube or wide receiver 2 of the future. Slayton's getting a little bit older. We've drafted some wide receivers down the board that are athletic, but not really polished in terms of, route running, ability to catch the ball in traffic, so on and so forth. So want to try and turn Hyatt into that into our main slot guy, because right now we don't have a pure route runner that can get open in tight situations. We basically have Malik Neighbors who can, and then Malik Neighbors slot fades. That's pretty much the majority of our passing game. Although there was also a tight end out there I saw in the draft who looked pretty crazy. All right, so there was an update today. I'm very hesitant, but we will try it. Maybe it fixed it. But the last, like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks, the offensive line drills have been bugged. And they're still bugged. Great. So unfortunate. Can't get some more XP for our linemen. Didn't quite hit the mark. Yep, you're telling me, game. All right, so what's our game plan? Let's continue our trend of getting at least one interception. Our defense has been absolutely electric. Allow less than 30 points. I think we can probably stack at least 300 yards of offense, and we'll try and get how about we win the turnover battle? That'll be our goal there. All right, any injuries in practice? Dislocated shoulder for Evans, so our starting left tackle is out. Oh, wait, no, that's the backup. So we're okay there. And on defense, no injuries? No injuries, okay. So healthy squad coming into our third to last game. We have a couple player upgrades to do. Darius Slayton. Hanging in there. How's he doing? So he's still got 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's not regressing too much. And he's been reliable. There's an upgrade for Hyatt. And like I said, I really want to get him more as our slot guy. He already has decent route running. He, of course, has good speed, decent catching, change of direction, all that. So we just need to invest the points, and it's going to be in slot. So catching traffic, catching, and short route running all go up. And then backup running back Antoine Kelly. Okay. All right, so here we go. 3 more games to go in the 2026 season. Let's hop in and see how we do. Pat Hutchinson, I'm telling you, it's been crazy. At one point, he was around 2,000 yards with like 16 touchdowns and 16 picks, and now up over 3,100 yards with, I think it said 31 touchdowns to only 18 interceptions. So, oh man, the crowd is not happy. They are giving the boys the business. I'm actually not a fan of fans booing the other team. I think it's okay to boo refs. Like maybe you're displeased with a play call, something like that. But, you know, these guys are out here presumably living their dream of playing football at the highest level. They're risking injury. And as we know, potentially lifelong brain damage. That's just a reality. Dak having a really good year, though. Although, I think last time we played him, we picked him off like 4 times. So we'll see. We'll see. But, yeah, so I don't like the idea of booing players. Especially if you're, you know, unhappy with an organization. Oh, God, we just got blasted. Not sure who was on the edge there. I think that was McKinney, the right defensive end. He just got bowled over. We'll pass me here. I think also last time we played Dallas, Dak ran amok. That pass a little bit behind the intended receiver, and Banks is there to make the stop. That was a terrible ball. So, very lackluster drive for Dallas there. I think at one point, they must have had a very bad end to their season. At one point, I think they were like 6-2, something like that, 7-3. Now at 8-6. All right, let's do what we do. Let's come out and see if we can get the ball rolling on the ground. Like our numbers on this inside matchup here. Okay. Maybe just like one or two broken tackles away from like truly breaking that one. But the team's run blocking has been stellar these past 6 to 8 weeks or so. Looks like they're playing some sort of off-zone coverage. Could be Malik Neighbors' time. No. The blitz comes in and we are plastered. That's Cashman, former Houston Texan, I believe. Comes flying in from that middle linebacker spot and beats up our quarterback. Now 3rd and 13. We'll go to kind of what's turned into our bread and butter with the this levels concept. See if Neighbors can pull the safety. He runs with Slayton, leaving Malik Neighbors wide open. Slot fade Merchant. Just kind of want to go over that real quickly. So I'm basically just staring at this safety. If he runs with Malik on the streak, right? So he's shading over. All right, so he runs with Slayton, and now we have a one-on-one over the top, inside leverage, so we lead the ball inside, and that is an easy completion. And a big gain. I'm thinking coming off of that, Dallas is going to send a blitz our way on the first down here, so we're going to call a screen. No blitz. But we get it out there. We got good blocking. Cutting back inside. We got hung up a little bit there, but looked to be the right play call. Wasn't a blitz, but we blocked it pretty well. We'll go trips left. This is a 3 tight end set. I'm looking at Dunn underneath, and then maybe Johnson trailing. Oh my God, it's a fumble. Hutchinson hit as he throws. They end up calling a fumble on that one instead of an incomplete pass. So Dallas gets a turnover here, and we actually fail inside the red zone. Damn. That's frustrating, but our defense played really well last series. Let's see what we can do here. At least they don't get good field position, so we have that. So the short pass underneath to the running back Hatchett. Still just sticking in our base, what's really become our base defense, which is the nickel Cover 2 man. We have 3. Oh, man. That was kind of a broken play. Just a really bad screen. Okereke sniffs it out, takes Pierce down behind the line of scrimmage. But as I was saying, the nickel cover 2 man has just kind of become our base defense. We have 3 really good corners that gets all 3 of them on the field. We lose a linebacker. But in Madden, like, teams don't really punish you. Like, you could run up, you know, in a nickel or dime package pretty much every down, and the AI will not try to take advantage of that. So, might as well just play for the pass. And we will get our second attempt at a drive here. Pretty heavy box, but if we can contain the edge, might have something. We don't really get the edge. We have to cut it back up in the inside. Kind of same thing here. I'm not expecting a huge gain. Oh my, juke. We end up getting about 8 on the play, and that was an absolutely insane juke from Holly. We're going to go back to the same thing. If our left tackle can reach up and get that outside backer. Instead, it's the guard who gets absolutely pummeled. And Dallas is here to play today. Dallas is definitely here to play. And I am really bad at kicking field goals, so I am absolutely nervous. But this one is drilled down the middle from 56. So far, my longest field goal in Madden 25 right there. 56 yards from the rookie, no less. He hasn't really gotten a lot of opportunities. I feel like when we're in the red zone, we either score or we turn the ball over. So he gets his opportunity there, and he does not miss. We've missed from 20 and 30 yards, but 56, we got it. Going in empty set here. I don't know what it is, but like Dak, normally a pretty accurate quarterback, has thrown behind pretty much every wide receiver so far. And I think they've only tried one run play so far. They get it underneath there to the tight ends. But just not really seeing much even attempt at a ground game here. We got Dak on the run, and down Dak goes. Kayvon Thibodeau coming in for the sack. Dak tried to scramble out to his right. Maybe lost a step there, although Thibodeau's pretty fast. Looks like Dak's normally a bit more athletic than that, but we end up getting the stop. And now we'll see what we can do here. Actually don't mind an inside handoff. Okay. Nice hole to get through. Holly gains about 11 on that one. I really want their safeties to creep up, try and get some play action going. That's the end of the first quarter. Close game so far, so definitely not the blowout that we saw last time we were playing Dallas. Their defense has been good, especially the pass rush. We've already been sacked once, and they've come in and gotten the strip sack. All right, we'll spread them out here. Let's be in a zone. Do we have any good zone beaters? Maybe here. Let's get Hyatt on a little zig. No, not that. Get Hyatt on an out here. Neighbors on a drag. All right. That's just the shitty. Oh my God. I did not mean. I didn't mean to tap that one. That was supposed to be a bullet pass. Less than ideal there. We got press coverage on Neighbors on the outside. We're going to go play action here. Oh, and bad throw. Way overthrows the intended target. Theo Johnson, about as wide open as you get in the NFL. And Hutchinson just misses him. There's no other way around it. Thinking this is probably going to be Neighbors or then maybe Johnson over the top. Nope. Neighbors on the slant. Gets just enough. That puts him close to 1,200 yards for the season. I'm sure he's averaging close to 20 yards a reception. But look at this wide open middle of the field. Let's hope we get some good blocking. We do. That's a nice gain from Holly. Nothing crazy or fancy, just finds a good lane, makes the most out of it. This could be Slayton here. We're going to give him a shot. Overthrown again. What is going on with Hutchinson today? He is just not getting it going. Overthrown two. I mean, that was a pretty tight window, but that was definitely an open receiver. Then they read the screen easily. We're taken down for a loss of yards on the play there. Now 3rd and long. Let's actually get Hyatt working across the grain here. We're just going to throw it to him underneath. We'll settle for another field goal, but they were sitting in zone. I didn't feel like we really had the routes to beat it, so we just went with the safe throw. We give our kicker another opportunity to give us a lead, or to extend our lead, I guess I should say. Now we're up 6. I think that's better than risking a deep out. Especially is always going to be a risky throw. Hutchinson has the arm for it. He has very good arm strength. But it's always going to be a risky throw. Especially, I feel like against the cover 3, there's probably going to be a safety sitting there. And there's our first real attempt at a run. Only I think the second carry on the day. I mean, they get 3 yards out of it. Uh-oh. Dak ends up having to throw it away. Ojulari and I think McKinney both broke through. And we're closing in on Dak. We're going to sit in a cover 2, hopefully just sit on that first down line. They're going to throw underneath. Broken tackle. And he is actually going to manage to get the first down. The dog's upset about it. He doesn't like that. I mean, you got to make a tackle in that spot. It's actually a pretty heavy set. I am going to go with a blitz. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. We get Banks coming in. Makes a stop after only 2 yards. Second down and 8. And we get another sack on Dak. There's the rookie middle linebacker, Taylor Bowden, coming in. Probably going to end up being a half sack with Azeez Ojulari as he was there. Now we can sit back in a cover 4 this deep. And they go with a screen. We are all over it, not fooled at all. I mean, they go with an incredibly safe play call there on 3rd and long. They end up losing some yards. And now we have 2:26 to try and get into the end zone again. Malik Neighbors doing Malik Neighbors things. 2 receptions, averaging 35 a pop. Now we can still run the ball here, but I don't mind coming out in a shotgun. We have 5 in the box and 5 linemen. Let's see if we can man up one-on-one. Can't hold our blocks. Gain of 3 on that one. See if we can maybe get one more play. Oh my goodness. Holly juking dudes out of their shoes. I feel like I'm rhyming a lot this this one. Absolutely crushing the rhyme game. But that's definitely an element that we were missing last year. We had Kenye Nwangu, very similar build and type of running back, but had no hands. There we see Holly running an in all the way from the other side of the field. Hutchinson just over 100 yards. We're just going to step up with Hutchinson, confirm the first. I was looking at Slayton on the far left side, but he got stopped up pretty bad. We're actually going to, there's literally no one sitting in the middle of the field. All right, so 40 seconds, we'll call our first time out. That one not blocked particularly well. We'll go back to the same look, though. What did I say? Just earlier, it's really difficult to throw those deep out routes. I thought that we had him beat. Let's take a look. I think it was Hyatt here. Yep. He runs the out. I see him. He ends up running behind the defensive back, and I thought we had enough space here, but we underthrow it a little bit. And the defensive back just undercuts it, makes a good play. And that's a turnover. All right, 35 seconds. Dallas still has all 3 of their timeouts. So we're going to sit in a cover 4. They go underneath. Pretty good gain on the play. They call their first timeout. Move to a quarter package here, just all DBs on the field. Still open over the middle. There's timeout number 2 called. I don't think they have a real shot. Of getting into the end zone, but they could very well get a field goal out of this. We will see. I mean, they're just throwing these short little passes over the middle. There's timeout number 3. So they have 19 seconds, no timeouts on the 40-yard line. Again, I don't see a touchdown for them. And a sack here would be huge. Oh no, Dak taking off. So that pretty much... Oh... But they cannot get back to the line in time. They cannot clock it. And we get a little lucky there. Dallas mismanages the clock. And we will get out of the first half without them scoring a single point. That said, we have only scored 6 ourselves. So it's definitely a tight ball game. Dallas's defense has played really well. They've got pressure on the quarterback. They've gotten a turnover. We've had one big play. That's about it. Our defense, of course, has been really good. As you see, Joey Hawley, the rookie, leading the league by about 30-ish yards. And hell, why don't we lean on him? Clearly, like, we've struggled a little bit in the pass game. And there's Slayton. Cuts it upfield. Great play right there. Seeing the safety creep up. Hutchinson audibles the play action. Sets his feet. Delivers a good ball. That's another thing is old Hutchie over here has not played well. He has missed multiple wide open receivers. Big overthrows too. Oh, wow. Good defensive effort there. Linebackers just flying in. Outside linebacker sitting a little bit too close for comfort there. Let's try another play action. This time he doesn't miss. Theo Johnson bowling his way over the defensive back. They do save a touchdown. That's a great play action pass. Again. And as long as we can reach out, we have our left guard, left tackle. We just need him to reach out, secure those blocks. We break one tackle, but Dallas defense rallies, and we are really, really struggling right now here in the red zone. We turned it over once. I think maybe we go with another play action pass. I don't really like a boot with Hutchinson. Oh, what the? I thought we were running a boot. Try to throw on the run. Can't get rid of it. That's going to be another sack for this defense. Just watching these back two safeties. This could be Johnson. Nope. It's going to have to be Malik underneath. I think that was a good read. We avoided another turnover there. But Dallas defense remains strong, and we will have to resort to our third field goal of the game. At least now we have a 2-score lead. But it certainly seems like the offensive production is just not there today. It is at times. It's just like as soon as we get to the red zone, we are stalling out. Luckily, our defense has been stellar. And we have been stout against the run all year and continue to do so here. May actually need to adjust the sliders a little bit. Maybe increase the CPU's run blocking ability. But it's like we have a really good defense, so I'm not sure. But maybe just for the sake of competitiveness. Try to run up the middle. We close quickly. And how about a blitz? I feel like we have not been sending a lot of pressure these last few weeks. And a blitz might be just what we need. Ojulari closing in. And there's that, like, throwing from the left hash to the right, like, boundary. That is I think people realize how far of a throw that actually is. So we end up making the play on it, undercut it just a little bit. Yeah, multiple broken tackles there on the punt return, but no real yardage out of it. Hutch having kind of a tough day. No touchdowns, 1 interception. We've got the yards, but, you know, he's got that pick. He's been sacked. He's been hit. He also has a fumble, so really 2 turnovers today. So I think we're going to really rely on our run game, and I think this might be a time where we just sit under center, and it's either a run or a play action. Although I don't like that play action pass. We'll just run right at him. Make a man miss in the hole. We cannot. Gain of 3 on the play. Try running the outside. We have speed. We got moves. And we get a first down. Good run by Holly. Able to recognize that he had the speed advantage over the defender. Cuts the ball outside. And we get the first down. Let's keep it going, shall we? Wow, big hit delivered on the running back there. Blake Cashman coming in again. And I do actually kind of like a screen pass in this spot. 2nd and 9. Could very easily see them sending some pressure. Don't see pressure. They read it again. We get it out there, but broken tackle. Still, they close quickly. Oh my God, good catch. Whew, I see Johnson wide open. Get it to him as fast as I can. Safety came in and delivered a big hit. But the big man does what the big man's supposed to do. He takes the hit and keeps fighting. Really worked us out of one that time. Thank you. Ooh. This could be something. Can we block the edge? A little bit. A little bit. It's a gain of 9. We almost got hung up on our own player there. Looks like good play call. Caught him on a safety blitz. Can we fit that in there? No. Second pick of the day. I think we had a window there. I think we had a window. I'm watching Slayton here. Right? So this corner stays on the outside. Safety's still sitting there, but I feel like I throw it like right here. Maybe we need to direct that as like throwing it to his back shoulder kind of thing. Instead, we lead him, and he doesn't really cut up. You know what I mean? Like he acts. This is just kind of like a stupid Madden thing, but he acts like the safety is just not there. Like he's going to get the ball like way out here instead of where the ball actually is. So the defender goes for it. The wide receiver does not. That's our second pick of the game. I mean, one touchdown and we could very well be in trouble. Quick pass, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like he threw before the receiver was even really ready or open. Wide open receiver over the middle. Not sure who that one is. Who's 84? Good route. Beats coverage. They go with the run this time. They have the blocking. They still have the blocking. There's a first down on the run. Really the first successful run we've seen all day from the Dallas offense here. And they're driving. They're looking really good. We do not have an answer right now. Oh man, another broken tackle. Had a number of those. That one went from a loss of yards to a gain of 9. Not what you're looking to see there. Second and short. Another successful run. So Dallas really committing to the running game, and it's being successful. Much to my chagrin. And Dak has really sharpened things this second half. The first half, almost all of his throws were behind his receivers. He just was not connecting. Now here in the second half, being much more efficient. Wide receivers are getting open. We're also not getting pressure, and I think that might be a touchdown. Very close. Okereke saves one there. And one of the Cowboys linemen goes limping off the field. I feel like we have to send pressure here. We're going to run commit. And it doesn't matter. Another broken tackle from Pierce. We were there to make the play, but he just bounces off a tackle and gets around the outside. Dallas scores their first touchdown. So what did I say before this game? One of the biggest differences between the beginning of the season when we were losing every game and our success in the second half has basically been turnovers and running the football. Now, we've run the football pretty well in this game, but I think now we're up to 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and a fumble lost. Not good. I think we got to rely on the run game here. And see if we can carry us home. Rookie of the Year candidate. We're going to give him the opportunity. $15 for 75. It's not a bad day. And we might just call a run play every single time. Ooh. We get a broken tackle there, but we end up, I think, going backwards a little bit. Keep it in bounds. 3:30 left. We're running the ball well. I am going to go into chew clock. We're going to go into chew clock. And that is some great vision by Holly. Holding our blocks just well enough. That was not a huge hole that he was able to make it through. Like, that's an alley. We see guys get arm tackled like that all the time, but we're able to hold our blocks just long enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, one more broken tackle. And he's gone. Eclipses the 100-yard mark with that run. There's Mike McCarthy. In my opinion, not a very good head coach. All right. Now we just see if we can run out the clock. Giants actually end up calling their first timeout right there. Okay. Kind of surprising. Normally the CPU feel like not good with timeouts. There's the second one. 3rd down and 3. We are going to go play action. This one has been open every time to Johnson. We have Holly underneath. No one bites on it. We're going to go Holly. Oh, just cannot make it. Three points makes it, forces them to score a touchdown. I know this is a kind of a conservative play call, but kicker's good for the fourth time today. Looking like the real New York Giants here. But I trust the defense. They've given up one touchdown this whole game. And now they have a minute 43 with no timeouts to get one. I think the odds are in our favor on this one. So it's up to the defense now. A touchdown, we lose. As long as we can prevent a touchdown, we're solid. We'll start off at our base nickel. We'll see what kind of play calls they're running here. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know who 84 is, but he is abusing Okereke right now. It seems like they're specifically targeting Okereke. This is obviously not good. They're already down to their own 28. We'll go to a dime package. Eliminates any linebacker on the field except for Simmons. Oh, God. Banks, come on, brother. You cannot get beat by Fergie. I mean, you can't say it's a size difference. We're just getting beaten, man. I do not want to. We're gonna go to a zone. Man is just not working right now. Also, we have yet to get any pressure. Huge stop there. We had pass commit. We'll pass commit again. Someone, no, get Dak! Oh my God, he just sneaks in. Dak with the clutch scramble. And the 2-point conversion. Wow. Our secondary just melted that drive. They had been so good all game. All right. So we get the ball at the 30. Holly with another great game. Unfortunately, all we have to kind of hope for is the blown coverage. And a Malik Neighbors slot fade. That's pretty much our options right now. Okay. $14 of 19 with 2 picks and a fumble. I mean, good percentage, but just making bad decisions. But we deliver a good ball there. We still have 3 timeouts. Johnson. He just doesn't even go for the ball. And that's just a great defensive play by Diggs. Comes over the top. And we're going to drop this game. We'll do whatever we can. Although at this point, we'll spam timeouts. But I don't know if there's anything we can do. Maybe we can get him to punt it to us with a second left. No. They'll just run a play and end it. I was hoping the computer would be stupid, but it's actually being kind of smart. They'll run a delay. Damn. Give me flashbacks to beginning of the year. Hutchinson, 3 picks and a lost fumble, so 4 turnovers today by our young quarterback. He's been playing so well for so many weeks. He was kind of due for a bad game. Dak just managed the game. Decent completion percentage, only 21 attempts, 177 yards. Rushing, Holly had another good day, average 5 a carry. Damian Pierce, really tough first part of the game, but did well running the ball towards the end. Got a TD. Prescott, of course, with the that last second rushing TD. And then defensively, Deontay Banks led the way with 11 tackles from a corner position. Not exactly what you want to see. 2 TFLs for Thibodeau, Okereke, 1 for Banks, Stump, Bowden, and Ojulari. First half, we got some pressure. We got a sack each from Thibodeau and Okereke, and then a half sack for Ojulari and Bowden. But other than that, we got no turnovers. And we had no pressure on Dak the second half of the game. We turned the ball over too much. And even though they only scored 15 points, they're going to come out of this one with a win. So that is real tough, and that really, really hurts our playoff chances. Tyler Newbin with a skill point upgrade. What do we need from him? His man coverage is terrible. His zone coverage is okay. He's really not that great. But we'll go zone. Just try and get some coverage upgrades here. +2 to awareness, +1 play rec, and +3 to tackle. So play rec is nice, I guess. A rare lineman upgrade. +2 to run block, 1 to impact, and 2 to run block power. That's gonna, I feel like that should help somewhat. I mean, his run block power is up into the 70s. Definitely more of a finesse guy. But, we've been running the ball well. So I think, depending on offensive milestones from your quarterback and running back, kind of dictate their success for XP boost for the lineman. All right, so We are now below 500 again. We're 7-8, taking on the Commanders, who, if they win here, will be tied in the division at 7-9 apiece. I don't know. Just, let's see. Whoever the two seed is, I guess, would be facing Dallas up there in the top right, where my face cam is covering. But on the outside looking in, I don't know if we even have a chance at the playoffs technically, but we still have 2 more games, so we of course are going to try. We'll see what we do. I do want to take a look at the college players real quick, kind of get some idea of what we're looking at. I know we looked. There was one tight end I think I saw that looked very interesting. I think it was Sammy Gore here. So he needs to work on concentration drops, even though he has A catching. Okay. Exceptional body control. Fights for every single inch as a runner. Can make jumping catches, avoids big hits, excels at creating yards after the catch, and commits some penalties. He's only 22. He's 6'3", 250, so kind of short for a tight end. The physicals are good. Good to great acceleration, solid to good acceleration, good to great speed, great to elite strength. So a good combination of speed and strength. And we have A catching traffic, A catching, decent route running, a little bit of after the catch ability, but also a pretty good blocker. A to B run block finesse, CB run block power, probably not pass blocking much, but on our team you don't really pass block that much as a tight end. So kind of an interesting guy. I think it's very interesting that he has possibly great speed and elite strength. Like that would be, of course, the combination that we're shooting for there. I thought there maybe was another tight end that we were looking at who maybe had elite speed, but maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, it must have been just the strength I saw with good to great speed. Yeah. So, he's not projected to go until the 3rd or 4th round. That could definitely be a steal. We need a third tight end. Who else did we look at? I think we looked at inside, like interior line. Whoops. Sort by rank here. Was it right guard? I think that was a position in need. Yeah. So we took a look at Cole Balmer, 6'5", 317, kind of small. Has a motor that runs through the whistle, shows good discipline, and won't get flagged much. He's also 22, 6'5", 317. Physicals, I mean, change of direction, agility, good to great. Speed, good to solid. Strength, good to great. And then skill-wise, we have B awareness, B lead block, B pass block finesse, B run block finesse, C run block. So maybe not the best run blocker, which is kind of what we were looking for there. But at the very least, maybe add some depth to the interior of our line. So we'll see. And then I think there was an outside backer as well. We're looking at, I think, a few. I thought we had one as our focus player. But we have some options here. Attribute-wise. Potentially a power move here, which is nice. Don't really see anyone with huge finesse moves. A pursuit. Potentially a man and a zone. Could be interesting. Maybe move him to middle linebacker. I'm not sure. But definitely some interesting options. Left outside linebacker. We have A power move here. Maybe B finesse move. Probably likely C. A power move, C finesse move, A pursuit. Decent coverage as well. Could be someone we look at. Oh, maybe not because he's a top 5 talent. Okay. And then of all the positions, Juan Witherspoon is projected to go number 1. We have already drafted 2 first-round cornerbacks so far. I don't know that we would trade up for a third. Doesn't look like he's the greatest athlete, but skill-wise, A man, B press, B tackle. Maybe. Definitely not going QB. We've already invested so much. We don't really need a defensive end. But great to lead acceleration, good to great speed, solid to good strength, has a ton of attributes. A finesse moves, C block shed. I don't know. He looks okay. I'm just not seeing anything that really jumps off the page. Any wide receivers with like super elite speed? Okay, so 2 with great to elite speed. Both of them round 1 talents, or at least projected to go. So we got both of them 5'9", around 180 pounds medlock. Lots of different attributes. Great to elite speed, great to elite acceleration, great to elite agility. And then we don't know too much about, I see B release, B spectacular catch, C short route running, which actually is not surprisingly that bad. And then how about Chris Hughes from Clemson? Also has quite a few attributes. A year younger. Same thing, great to elite speed, great to elite agility, great to elite acceleration. And then skill-wise, we know very little. B catch in traffic, B spectacular catch. Okay. Very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead. I haven't really been doing this, but probably something I need to do is start, tagging some of these guys and start building up, our draft board. We really liked Sammy Gore. And maybe just look at, a couple positions each week that we want to highlight. And then let's see, I think there was some guards. Right guard we were looking at. He was okay. We'll favorite him anyway. Some outside linebackers. Don't need any run stoppers. We don't really care about run stopping. Just saying. But we got a few with great to elite speed. I see great to elite acceleration as well. Solid to good strength. A day 3 guy. We'll highlight him. I think there was someone out here that was pass coverage that looked really good. Let's see, so we got some good finesse move guys. Got one good power, and then coverage wise, we run a lot of man. I would love to see. Ooh, we had a couple really good coverage linebackers out here. Okay. So we'll highlight them. Okay. So we're starting to build a board here. I think that will help when it comes time to draft time. So in between games, we'll look at a couple positions, see how things are progressing. All right. 2 more games to go in the 2026 season. Let's take a look at the standings. And we are NFC East. All right, so, man, that really hurt us. So the Cowboys have to lose out. We have to win out. And maybe we have a shot at the wild card. Maybe. Who else is around us? The Vikings, the Saints, the Falcons. Okay. So some pretty crucial games coming up. Let's get into it. We'll keep doing it. QB scramble, especially with an athletic QB like Jaden Daniels. Got to remember to take, let's change Steve Ramirez since we can't do linemen. All right, so what do we need? QB we have, running back we have, wide receiver. We're already focusing on one. We could focus another. We have Cedric Reese. He's young and athletic. We could really go all in on Theo Johnson, or maybe start developing Austin Dunn a little bit more. Although he doesn't really deliver a ton of value. But we already have superstar dev trait for Johnson. Maybe we can't do. Okay, so end. We could put Aziz back in. But he's my user. I feel like we get enough XP from him. Dexter Lawrence is already a 96 overall. Linebacker, we could go Thibodeau. I wish there was a way to look at these guys' ratings in here. And then I mean, I guess we can try a cornerback. Let me just look though. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go through this all again. Just because down the depth chart, I'm just not as familiar with these guys. So bear with me here, please. Let's just take a look at some of those linebackers down the board here. Hall's got pretty good speed, but he's behind Thibodeau and he's same age. Looking for someone that's maybe really young. I mean, we're already working on Bowden. I mean, 83 speed's pretty good. Yeah, none of these guys really impress physically, which I think is like how you like. If you're looking to develop someone farther down the board, I feel like you're looking at physicals more than anything. Then you develop their abilities after. So we could do Reese as well. He's got great speed. Have Hyatt and Reese. I mean, Malik Neighbors is going to get absolutely paid. I think we're going to try a DB. I've kept saying that, but maybe there's a drill in here that I can't do, and I'm being a little narrow-minded. So the question is, do we go corner or safety? I think given that Jawan Beasley already has star dev, he will progress a little bit faster. Every time we run a drill with BJ Stump, he has a chance to get the dev trait upgrade, which I think is more important as a young player. So we will give that a shot.
Let's go now. Go. Ready, break. Ready.
And I think once Holly... Oh my gosh, dude. He didn't get in there? That's crazy. I think once Holly's just straight break tackle rating goes up, where just running into people, they can't make a tackle, I think we're going to see him absolutely explode. Which is kind of crazy considering he's already having a Rookie of the Year, best running back in the league performance. And we're talking about him really hitting his stride. Seems kind of crazy, but could be true. And then maybe we get Superstar X Factor with Hutchinson next year. Certainly will be at least Star Dev after next year. He's having a good enough season. I think he's going to break out of that normal dev trait. For sure. For sure. Okay. Now, Bowden. What do we do with Bowden? Our middle linebackers do not really rush the passer that much. So it's kind of okay that he's not good at that. I know I've talked about it in previous episodes, but I kind of want to make him a free safety. He's already faster than Newbin. He has decent enough coverage skills. He has good run stopping ability for a safety, not really for middle linebacker. So maybe he's either a decently fast safety or he's a really fast middle linebacker. Do I want him in coverage more? Or do I want him in the line of scrimmage? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I feel like in our defense, free safety and middle linebacker basically play the same role. As crazy as that is, like they're almost interchangeable. Because both are in coverage 99% of the time. We certainly don't safety blitz all that much. So, kind of curious. Newbin's been okay. I feel like he hasn't been a liability. But he's normally just sitting in a deep half of the field. Ah! All right, there's Silver. I know. But as always, there's tons of questions left to be answered during the off season, which is always why it's one of my favorite episodes. And outside of even streaming, it's just always been my favorite thing to do. That's where you make your team better. Just killing time. We have gold secured. Just keeping the clock running. Can we go end zone to end zone? Let's try it. And turn on the burners. No one's going to catch him. Oh, man. All right. Okay. I thought McKinney had a higher overall rating, but I guess not. I don't know why his overall is so low. I really don't know. But that's why we work on him, right? I mean, I guess his production feels low, but maybe that's just because he's always going against what presumably is the best offensive lineman of the team, being that he's at right end.
Here we go, set.
All right. Luckily, the wide receiver drills are pretty easy. You just have to get inside leverage. If you don't have, no, that works. You just have to make sure that you're coming back to the football in some capacity. So work it out and then like work up so we're coming back to the football. You're going to make the catch every time. So work them inside, then we're coming back to the football. Just inside the zone there. All right, and there's gold. At first I got really tripped up on this drill whenever I didn't get immediate inside leverage, and I didn't really know what to do, but I think I've worked it out. So there's gold. Dev trade upgrade. No. But trying to speak it into existence. All right, so what do we got? DB battle. So it's just one-on-one matchup. Red zone defense. Take control of the coverage defenders and shut down the offensive skeleton crew's passing game. I feel like red zone should be the easiest.
Let's go now.
Because you don't have. Oh, I thought we'd be closer to the end zone.
Okay, break. Set up.
I mean, what route is that?
Let's go.
Is like all of these going to be double move routes? See, I play conservative there, and he still makes the catch.
Set. Set go.
This is why I didn't want to do these. Like, without knowing.
Let go.
Like.
On the ready.
Okay.
Ready, ready.
I mean, we'll try it again, but this is exactly why
Ready, ready.
I don't normally do these drills.
Hot, hot. Ready. Hot, go.
I mean, I even had inside leverage, and he still didn't reach for the ball. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing you can do. Maybe if you're playing just, you know, your absolute worst wide receiver. How did we even get points? Oh my god.
Hot, hot.
All right, we'll try one more time. I don't even know how we got any points there.
On the set. Ready.
How did we not block that? How is that not a pass deflection?
Set up.
See, like, how am I supposed to stop that route?
Set up. Ready. Break. Set go.
You can't really read what the wide receiver actually does.
Ready. Hut.
What is the button to make to swat?
Hut, hut.
I thought it was square. All right, one more time.
Ready up.
Apparently it's L1. So we don't get the hit stick there. Great.
Go.
So it says L3 plus X to press. I'm pushing it and he's not doing anything. What are these controls, man?
Ready. Let's go.
So it's not L3, it's just left stick.
Come on. Set.
Okay.
Ready, ready.
He's just trying to sprint to the inside and then cuts outside. It just doesn't. Like, there's literally nothing you can do against that.
Set up. Here we go. Set.
No blitzing? Okay. You basically just kind of have to hope the wide receiver drops it.
Set up. Hut, hut.
Oh my god, these drills are dumb. All right, we'll take bronze. There's just really no way to beat that without knowing the route. All right. Let's try and get 2 passing TDs. Allow 24 points or less. It seems doable. We're playing a lower rated team. So I'm expecting that we will perform well. Go with some loftier goals. Do we have any injuries? So far, none. I do think I need to up the injury slider a little bit. I mean, most NFL teams are going to deal with significant injuries throughout the year. PCL strain for our starting left tackle. Okay. So there's one for an example. Ask and you shall receive, I guess, right? At the beginning of the year, we had a bunch of injuries, but the second half, we just had very, very few. So Holly's gone from a 64 overall to an 87 overall. That's kind of crazy. Just shows you the power of having superstar X Factor over normal development. McKinney, what does he need to improve at? Maybe it's his speed, 74 speed. Maybe that's what's keeping him down so low. +2 to finesse moves and +2 to power moves. That's very good. Also +1 to strength. which is at 88. So yeah, he's a little slow for a defensive end, but not for a 3-4 defensive end. That's for sure. And I do miss when you could actually choose like what you wanted your like scheme fit players to be. All right, here we go. Game number 2 against the Washington Commanders. With that loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys, I think that kind of sealed our fate for the playoffs. But if we win the next 2 games and Dallas loses the next 2 games, then I think it would come down to a tiebreaker between me and Dallas, in which we had both won 1 game. But the first one, we absolutely dominated them. So if it like goes down to points scored or whatever metric they use, we would win. But let's see what we can do here. Last week, we continued to run the ball effectively, but we turned the ball over way too many times, all from Pat Hutchinson. I think it was 2 or 3 picks, and a fumble, and a fumble. So we got to get that in order. Probably just stick to what we're good at, which is throwing the ball over the middle of the field. I feel like last time when we tried to go outside the numbers a little bit, and that just did not work well. Pretty loud here, though, in Washington. Commanders fans are pretty excited for this inter-division matchup. Start off with an inside run to Holly. This play was absolutely electric, but they're all over Johnson, so we cut it down to Holly. Jukes a man out of his shoes. And he continues to be a huge part of this offense. We'll go back to the exact same play call. Let's see if they bite down to Holly this time. They don't. So we go right back to it. Another juke. And another big gain. When you have a running back that can make moves in space, and we throw the ball 3 yards down the field and get a 20-yard gain, we're going to hit it again because they just want to keep creeping everyone up. We finally have... Oh, I thought we finally had Thomas deep. I did not see where that defensive back was. We get really lucky right there. What was that? Oh, wow. Okay. So that's why. I mean, 22 just turns and runs with Malik Neighbors, and then just on a dime just decides to stop. So that's just, okay. Maybe the game is deciding that we've been getting too good. No. Haven't changed the sliders. We have inside leverage on Malik Neighbors, but I think it's going to go to Johnson. He's got a step. Run over the defensive. Oh, my God. Telling Johnson to run over the defensive back, which he does, but then he turns around and gets absolutely hammered. All right, we finally have leverage, so we can run this one to the outside. As long as our left tackle reaches out, just tough having the backup left tackle there. But we are going to continue to pound the rock. Let's get into a heavy set. And Holly's in. He continues his run of scoring in now like 5-6 straight games. He's basically every fantasy player's wet dream. He runs the ball, he catches it, he scores touchdowns. And I think we are going to be looking at this year's Offensive Rookie of the Year and Running Back of the Year. 7 plays, 76 yards, and the majority of that was Joey Hawley. All right, Jaden Daniels, 3,200 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 16 interceptions. Not the best ratio. That's kind of where we were at a time. All right, coming out in our base nickel cover 2. Inside shades on the corners. This tackle in the open field there. Really curious if we're going to have to run a spy on Jaden Daniels. I don't know how much the Commanders in real life, he does a great job at making plays in the air and with his feet. That one maybe not the best decision. That one as well, just kind of a floater. Receiver didn't really have space. And Okereke, who got absolutely cooked at the end of last game, ends up making back-to-back pass deflections. And a blown coverage there. Cox on the reception, beating McLeod. That is our 4th wide receiver, or 4th corner getting beat there. Uh-oh. I don't know who that was that got pancaked, but he just reached his foot up and was just managed to stop the running back there, Rudolph. I feel like Rudolph was was he a generational talent, or am I thinking of someone else? Oh, this is the depth chart. Yeah. Yeah, 23 years old, 90 overall. Really dangerous, versatile back. We're going to have to keep our eye on him for sure. Of course, we do have the best, or one, I think it's a top 5 run defense in the league, as Okereke makes another pass deflection. So he's okay in coverage. He got his ass kicked last week. But nice to see him making some plays here. Oh, man. You tell him, Isaiah Simmons. You tell him. Tell him after you give up the first down. All right. So Commanders are driving. It's another run. We're all over it. Oh, big hit from Ojolari, but Rudolph just bounces off of him. Luckily, Okereke and others are there to rally and make the stop. Going to pass commit here, come out in a quarter set. All DBs, all zone. It's a screen. Oh, well read by Azeez Ojolari. Felt It was too easy. He turns and burns, spins around, and decks the running back before he can secure the catch. And Washington's going to come out with a field goal. So a little bend but don't break defense there. So last time it really was the running and play action game that got us down the field. So not much to speak of there. I mean, Washington has a good defensive front for sure. If we can get the edge here, I think we'll have something. We have our backup left tackle in, and he's not very good. Actually, we need to see if there's maybe a better fit than Evans, I think, at left tackle. So Evans is it. We could put in Runyon. But Runyon cannot run block to save his life. And that's a concern. So next up would either be Running or John Michael Schmitz. Both of whom are much better ratings-wise. And then if we look at their run block versus pass block. All right. So pass block 78, run block 67. So I think we are going to put Schmitz in at left tackle, center going to left tackle. It's kind of scary. And then we'll move Runyon back in at right guard. Okay. Okay. So now I have a much stronger run blocking presence on the edge there. Gives us a few more options. And now on 3rd down and 7, let's see what we can do. There we go. Get a quick pass in there to Slayton. Solid gain. Maybe get the screen game going a little bit. Malik Neighbors at running back right now for the screen. It's one way to get him the ball. Makes the most out of it. I'll take it. And that's the end of the first quarter. So luckily no turnovers yet. You was wondering where I was? Here I am. You found me, Justin. Probably be here the rest of the night. All right, let's give Jingleheimer. Oh my God, Malik Neighbors gets absolutely destroyed out there. Was that a corner blitz? No, I'm probably not going to be on any Call of Duty tonight. Ooh, that actually ends up being a double coverage. And he almost caught that. Oh my goodness. Even the fact that he almost caught that's kind of crazy. Again, going to be watching the free safety up there if he runs with Neighbors or if he takes Slayton on the inside. He takes Slayton. That was just good coverage. So just kind of show you what I was looking at here. Watching the free safety. If he runs with Neighbors, we throw to Slayton. But we have 3 guys just sitting right here, including the strong safety who's barreling in. I guess we just go underneath here to Hyatt. That was our only option. But we didn't read it. And we will punt it away. Decent punt, but returnable. Multiple broken tackles on that one. And so they'll start this drive at the 22. There's Rudolph, second in rushing touchdowns, tied with our rookie running back, Joey Hawley.
Okay, ready?
Will you please get off the block, Ojolari? What are you doing, man? And it is a designed run to the quarterback. Our defense is absolutely bamboozled. He literally ran past multiple defenders who didn't even turn to look at him. That's going to lead me to believe that we need a spy. If they're going to try and run that play, or we may have to move to a zone. And our run defense is going to be tested today for sure. For sure. Sit in a cover 2. We got 4 down. Multiple DBs and a spy. Oh, I'm sorry, only 3 down. Oh. Lockett. Maybe heard some footsteps from McLeod coming in. Ends up dropping the ball. Take it. We'll pass commit here. Oh, is he out? I thought it looked like maybe he had 1 foot out, but maybe not. The replay. Hard to see with the crap on the screen. I don't think we're challenging it. It was really bad safety play. I don't like being forced out of our base defense. But if you don't have a spy, like no one reacts to the quarterback running. And I mean nobody. So, all right, what do we do here? I feel like the only thing that's really worked is play action pass. And then maybe if we just spread them out a little bit. Maybe then we can get the run game going. Yeah, they seem to go really light box when we line up in shotgun. And maybe that's what we need to get Holly going. Just spread them out. Flat? Is that okay? There we go. Nice out by Johnson there. Okay. So maybe that's just what we need to do, right? They feel like they can force our hand. I'm sure we can force their hand as well. Unless we throw another pick. Like, I know the safety is there. I just, like, there's a clear window here. I just don't know how we make that throw. Like, look how wide open that is. And we go to throw it. Like, I'm pushing the button, like, here. Like, that's a solid 15, 20 yards. But we just cannot drive it in there. Is that 2 picks now already? No, just 1? Frustrating. All right. Back at it.